Ganesha scribed Mahabharat by Vyasa with his tusk. Written by MadanMohan Tarun, read by MadanMohan Tarun. Seer Krishna Dvaipayan Vyasa had already composed the whole Mahabharat in his mind. In the beginning, it had 24,000 couplets. Later, it kept on growing to 100,000. It was like an ocean in his mind, floating with huge and small waves of hundreds of stories and sub stories, interlinked with each other, some from Bharat dynasty, some from other sources. They all comfortably flowed together with the main story of the great war between Kauravas and Pandavas. It covered complete Bhagavad Gita from the mouth of Lord Krishna. With various others a school of philosophy, it is not only a great epic but a live encyclopedia. Mahabharat was known as Bharat in the beginning. Later, as its size developed, it was known as Mahabharat. After composing this great epic in his mind, Maharshi Vyas wanted to make it available physically for the welfare of the whole human race. He requested Lord Ganesha to scribe this ocean like work, which he easily accepted with a condition that the post that the poet will recite it without any pause. The greatest among the poets agreed to it, but he suggested Ganesha to write only after he has understood the real meaning of the sloka. Lord Ganesha nodded his head affirmatively. Knowing the speed of writing of Ganesha, poet Vyas place to place fixed some complicated couplets so that he can refresh himself till Lord Ganesha asks for its clarification. Lord Ganesha was a great mind reader. He wrote before the poet could utter the next step of the couplet. While writing, Lord Ganesha's nib broke. He was aware of the seriousness of his job. There is a saying, and some folklores also record, that elephant-headed Lord Ganesha snapped off his left tusk and wrote the whole Mahabharata with it. Since he is left with only one tusk in his mouth, he is known as Ek Danta, having one tusk. Mahabharat was first recited by Vaishampayan, the disciple of Vyas, before the king Janamejaya, great grandson of Arjun. Later it was recited by professional Suti narrator Ugra Srava, son of Lom Harshan, in Naimisharanya. Mahabharat applied live broadcasting style for giving every detail of events taking place in the war field of Kurukshetra. Sanjay, the reporter, had still a difficult task. He had to present the war live before Dhritarashtra, who was blind from his birth and had no any clarity of image in his mind. This had made Mahabharat more pictorial. Mahabharat puts even toughest philosophies through the interesting stories of animals, birds, plants, rivers, and even insects, making it easy to understand for common people. It is a great work which has been popular among scholars and common people both. Many great poets and writers around the world have been inspired by stories from Mahabharata to produce their work. Many have used their creative skill to rewrite it in their own way. We bow down our head before the greatest among the poets, seer Vyasa, who worked, who worded visible and invisible both, to make the path of humanity towards goodness clearer.